Hi everyone, it's Miss Britt, and I am sorry I didn't get to circle time today. So what I thought I'd do before you guys go to bed is read you a bedtime story. And I am going to read tonight, StinkyKids See a Full Moon. And this is the second book that I wrote. I wrote it because my son Max had a play date one time with 10 of his friends. And they all were sleeping over. I think it was for his birthday. And the sleepover and the play date went full moon crazy. And they were not using their inside voices. They were throwing balls in the house and they were going crazy. And so I decided to write a book about it and to teach other kids that that's not a good choice and not being a leader of good. So before I start with this book, I want to introduce you to the characters that are going to be in this book, okay? So this is Stinky Kid Johnny. Hello. And Johnny was named after a very good friend of mine who's very funny. Hello. That's Johnny. There's also Stinky Kid Sky, and she's got really cool braids. She's got 4 braids, and she used to be Emma, my daughter's best friend in preschool, which is what you guys are in. So this was her friend back then, Sky. This is Billy. Hello. And Billy was named after one of Emma's preschool teacher's sons who got sick when he was little, but now he's all better, and so we decided to name a Stinky Kid after him. And then this is one of the girls' favorites because they like her blue dress. This is Jen, and she was a good friend of mine when I was littler. Jen, and she's got that pretty blonde hair. And then this is Hannah, and you guys know about Hannah. I told you about her during Stinky Kids and the Runaway Scissors, and she was named after my daughter, even though my daughter's name is Emma, not Hannah. But because Hannah not only wants to be an artist when she gets up, grow up, but she wants to be a wedding dress designer, and that's what Emma wanted to be. So that's the gang in this book: Hannah, Jen, Billy, Sky, and Johnny. All right, so let's get reading this book. And some people think it's a Halloween book because it's got kind of Halloween colors, but it's actually not. It's just, it came out during Halloween with Halloween colors. All right, so Stinky Kids See a Full Moon, written by me, Britt Menzies, and I did the drawings, but I had another friend help me, John Trent and Greg Harden, who put the pictures that I drew on the computer and made them look like this for the book. Okay? All right, so let's get started. "Found ya, Sky," Trey shouted. She shined his flashlight behind the berry bush at his friends. The Stinky Kids were playing flashlight hide and seek during a nighttime play date at Trey's house. Sky jumped. "I didn't hear you coming, Trey," she said. "I was looking at the full moon, see?" Sky pointed to the brightest and fullest moon she had ever seen. Okay, so there's that moon. And when Max was little, we used to go outside and look at the moon all the time. And maybe you guys can play flashlight tag outside while you're at home. Okay. Johnny called the other Stinky Kids over to look at the moon. "Are you sure that's not Mercury or Uranus?" he giggled. They all shined their flashlights up to the sky. They were enchanted by the moon's light. Look at that moon shining down on those Stinky Kids. Sky was very excited about the full moon. "Do you know moons make you act crazy?" she said. "Oh, woo!" Billy howled. "So that means we will be extra crazy tonight," said Trey. Yeah, all the Stinky Kids yelled. They ran around the backyard like animals who just escaped from the zoo. Now that seems like a fun thing to do outside, not inside, right? The cowbell hanging outside the back door rang. "Ding, ding, 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 ding. Cookies are ready," Trey's mom called. "Last one in is a rotten egg," Billy yelled. Hannah, Trey's big sister, was inside building a house of cards. She had worked on it all day. She was only a few cards away from finishing. There's that cowbell, which we have at our house because we have a big backyard, and we ring the cowbell to tell Max and Emma to come inside for dinner. And they're racing. And then that's Hannah, and she's building a house out of cards. Have you guys ever tried that? I used to love to do that when I was a little girl. The other Stinky Kids ran into the room. Let's make a pretend movie of us acting crazy. I'll be the movie director, Johnny said. Hannah was worried that the other kids might knock over her house of cards. We could play the quiet game. Right? We used to play that at school. Shh, she said. But the other kids did not listen. Look at them. Are they listening to her? Does it look like they're playing the quiet game? Should they be jumping on the couch and twirling in the middle of the room? Watch this, Jen said. She twirled around the room like a ballerina, jumping onto furniture. How about this, Sky yelled. She showed off her amazing somersaults. That's like gymnastics. And friends, we do not do that in the house. That's an outside project, an outside activity. Please be careful, Sky, Hannah said. She put another card on top of the house. You almost knocked down my beautiful house. But the other Stinky Kids still didn't listen. They were having lots of fun acting full moon crazy. Suddenly, Trey yelled, "Hey, Johnny, film this." He grabbed the side of his pants. Jen looked shocked. Do that with me. Billy and Sky got the giggles. Let's hear your giggles. And all the Stinky Kids yelled. Look at Trey grabbing the sides of his pants. I don't know what he's doing. Do you? It's a full moon. Where's that full moon? It's here. I hope it's no place else. All the little stinkers except Hannah laughed. Trey, please stop, Hannah said. She was embarrassed about her brother's trick. Everyone is making me nervous about my house of cards. Hannah put another card on top. Now, if you've ever built a house of cards, it's very fragile and it can tip over very easily. It's very hard. A good place to do it is on the carpet. Okay, Billy said, how about playing ball instead? Here, Trey, catch. Billy threw a football to Trey, but Trey missed it. Friends, they're playing football in the house. Hey, kids, here's a yummy cookies. Ow! Oh, no! The ball hit Trey's dad in the head. Kids, don't play ball in the house, he said. You can have fun, but use your inside voices and settle down. So they threw that ball and hit poor Trey's dad right in the head. But the Stinky Kids still did not settle down. They were laughing at Johnny. Johnny was making his famous underarm noises and working the pretend camera at the same time. Right? I don't know if you guys have ever done that. It's kind of fun. That is not using inside voices, Hannah said. She laid the last two cards on her castle. She sat back, smiled, a proud and happy smile. Looks like she's done with her castle that she's been working all day on. The Stinky Kids had laughed so hard, there were cookie crumbs everywhere. Sky, the chef of the Stinky Kids, thought up a wonderful cookie crumb recipe on the spot. Jen, want to taste my cookie crumb recipe? Sky said. She jumped up to bring Jen the bowl, but oops, she spilled it instead. Sky, Hannah said, calm down, please. So here's where Sky is making her cookie crumb recipe. And uh-oh, she spilled it. And Hannah's all nervous. It's going to knock down her house of cards. Friends, I would be nervous too. Johnny said, Hannah, you are not being fun. Here's a joke to make you laugh. Why did the dog howl at the moon? I don't know. Why? All the Stinky Kids yelled. because he had to go to the bathroom. Does that make sense? It's silly. Johnny howled as he said the last word. All the Stinky Kids howled, oh, along with him, except Hannah. Johnny, that joke does not even make sense, Hannah said. Well, if you're going to howl, you need another full moon, Trey said as he grabbed the sides of his pants and slipped in the watery cookie crumbs. Sky looked shocked. Do the shocked with me. Billy and Jen got the giggles. But Johnny looked worried. Look out, he yelled. You're headed straight for the house of cards. They're howling at the moon, at Johnny's joke, and then look, Trey, he's slipped on the cookie crumb recipe. Crash, crash, crash! Cards scattered all over the room. The Stinky Kids looked at their friend Hannah. Hannah was crying. Her house of cards was ruined. The Stinky Kids knew they had taken their fun too far. Look at the mess in that house, friends. Oh no. Hannah wiped the giant tear away. I asked you to be careful around my house of cards. I worked on it all day, but you wouldn't listen. And now look. Jen gave Hannah a big hug, and she said, you're right, Hannah. We got too crazy. We should have listened to you. We're sorry. That's a nice friend to say sorry. Hey, everybody, Billy said. Let's be leaders of good. Let's clean up, and tomorrow we'll help Hannah rebuild her house of cards. I'll make you a ham and cheese sandwich, said Sky. That's my specialty. And I'll clean up the cookie crumb mess, Jen said. Johnny made a silly face. Can you make a silly face? To make Hannah laugh. Trey did the brother-sister secret handshake to show Hannah he was sorry. Hannah was feeling better and did the secret handshake right back. Max and Emma used to do a secret handshake. Do you do a secret handshake with your brothers or sisters? And look, the little parrot is holding up an ace and a king, which is 21. Trey and Hannah's dad and mom were proud that they decided to be leaders of good. Thanks for cleaning up, kids, they said. And now, everyone into their sleeping bags. Let's put on a nice, calm movie. And we'll make some popcorn. Friends, that actually sounds really good. I may want to do that. We can pretend we're at a movie theater. You guys can pretend you're at a movie theater while you're home. You can make popcorn and put on a movie and play the quiet game, right? And watch. Hannah said, yay, the other Stinky Kids said, that will be fun. Everyone was quiet until a full moon appeared in the movie. That reminds me, Trey said. He got out of his sleeping bag. A full moon makes you act what, friends? Crazy! What do you think happened next? See that full moon in the movie? What do you guys think happened next? Do you think Trey tried to do his trick again? I hope not. It'll probably make his big sister Hannah sad. Or do you think Trey was just trying to fix the TV or get everybody more popcorn? That would be kind. Maybe he was doing that. And that, my friends, is Stinky Kids and the Runaway Scissors. No, it's not. It's Stinky Kids see a full moon. See a full moon. Let's, bye, says Johnny. Bye, says Billy. Bye, says Jen. Bye, says Hannah. And bye, says Sky. You guys have a good sleep. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for another circle time, okay? Love you.